290 tons of fuel oil, 50 tons of diesel spilling at 2 tons an hour, just 50 kilometers off its coast, and over 10 tons of oil lying unchecked right on the doorstep of many in Mumbai. Has the financial capital of the country become a global junkyard? Not only is it a major environmental threat, it also exposes the vulnerability of our coastline, a big threat to our security. Well, the big story is the fact that close to 36 hours after the oil spill started in the MV Rak carrier, it continues to go on. And the sinking of the MV Rak has exposed the vulnerability of our waters. The government and the authorities say it's a minor leak which is being taken care of. The DG Shipping SB Agnihotri, however, maintained a convenient silence to the glaring questions. But let's listen into Environment Minister Jayanti Natrajan first.
Do not see a cause for concern. We are constantly looking at this issue. As far as the exact facts are concerned, we hear, you know that this is a matter which is being dealt with by the Coast Guard. And according to the Coast Guard reports, the oil is leaking at the rate of about 1 to 2 tons per hour. And I've asked the local pollution control board to take samples. So far, there's no cause for concern.
Ma'am, please tell us what is the situation with regards to the oil now? There's a lot of anxiety among people that there's an oil pollution threat. What is the real situation now?
The real situation is that it is totally under control. There was a minor leak which happened in Rak carrier, but whether that is the cause of the oil and the tar balls in Juhu Beach, one really has not. We don't have the evidence, but once we have the evidence, of course, it can be clear. But as of now, from the Department of Environment, we have transferred 10 lakh rupee for the district so that immediately take out shore cleanup operations. We are also in touch with the National Institute of Oceanography so that we can have a real quantification of the damage to the marine life happening.
But what is your analysis of the Juhu samples telling you? What kind of oil or what is exactly over there in Juhu?
I am told that it is furnace oil and it is in about 15% is the oil content in the water.
The Coast Guard has responded to the oil spill from the MV Rak carrier. The Coast Guard ship Samudra Prahari was on patrol immediately and had responded using oil spill dispersant to neutralize the spilt oil. The Coast Guard was also pressed in another vessel, the ICGS Sankalp, for augmenting the oil spill response in the area. Now, notwithstanding this, coastal authorities have been advised to maintain strict vigil and prepare for contingency. Let's get across to Jugal We'll try and get across to Jugal for more on this. But the fact is that it was on Thursday that Times Now first exposed how Mumbai's coast was becoming a haven for dumping old ships. The tar balls and oil patches on the shore are another proof of how Mumbai could just be becoming an international junkyard. The big question is, how was the MV Rak allowed to anchor and just off the Mumbai shores for about 16 long days before it actually sank? This is a violation of law in the first place. Various rules have been violated. The biggest and the questions that we are asking is that is it possible that no one in the Indian government knows that waste fuel is being dumped in Mumbai? Is it also possible that no one knows that junk ships are deliberately sunk in Indian waters?